follow-up, like to what was one of my all-time favorite movies, not of just that year, but maybe like forever. And yeah, it's fucking fun. I don't know. I had such a good time making it. I hope you guys have fun watching it. And thank you so much for being here. It's so full. It's packed.
Yeah. We have Katy O'Brien. Kristen Stewart. Before we start, how much did you all love Life?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, like, the sort
Wanted it to be like really cute and playful and not weird at all, but that's what we were doing.
Yeah, you usually see like kids in that scene.
Yeah.
Actually, a really good point where you're like, all the concentrated little moments of injection where like we don't even fucking know each other.
Yeah.
But we feel so strong because we like each other. That's like steroids, like, you know, steroids, like they make you feel big and strong when you're not, which is like something that love does. Did everyone see this movie?
bash into each other. I think that we're having different conversations the whole time. Like, I think like her sort of self-belief and her kind of like, you know, I'm gonna be like, if I can believe that I'm big enough, then I will be. And I'm like, I don't believe in anything, so that's hot. Like, I don't think they're the same at all. I think by the end of the movie, you're like, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't have killed people, and like maybe you shouldn't have run off together, but like the feeling you get when someone sees you and someone believes in the story that you're telling, especially when like the story that you need to survive on in order to come, is one that is filled with like sort of self-aggrandizing, where you're like, okay, so look, I'm not bigger than you, but just pretend like I am. Do you know what I mean? And so many love stories are filled with all of this sort of like projection and like self-aggrandizing. So you just go like, I'm big enough, and then at the end of it, you're like, well, I don't know, maybe none of this is real, and maybe like the American dream is totally full of shit. Watching a girl do that is not to be too binary about anything. But it is more fun because you're like, yes, the fact of it. Yes, the fact of this one singular muscle being strong. Yes, the fact of this one thing. Whereas on the dude, you're like, yeah, I know already. You're like, but you're like, but look at every single bandy muscle. I'm like, I will look. I will look with a fucking microscope.
I want to bring first up to the stage, writer-director Rose Glass. Woo! And star Kristen Stewart. Woo! And star Katy O'Brien. Woo! I wanted to go back with you, Rose, to the initial kernel of an idea that struck you and your co-writer. You described it as you had an idea of a vision of a strong woman, a muscular woman. How did this story unfold from there?
I think me and Veronica, my co-writer, we just locked ourselves in a room and bashed our heads against the wall for a long time
and sort of just brainstormed it and tried to just entertain each other and figure out the most fun story we could.
It's such a funny thing describing why something is good. I've been asked a lot about like what I've learned from Rose and all this shit. I'm like, I mean, like so much, but basically just like commitment to being someone. And everyone does things differently, and her, I don't know, like ability to field the ball and like infuse her taste into all of the hectic decision making and shit. Like she's just a good director. And when I watched Saint Maud, I was like, who the fuck is that? And yeah, that's like, yeah, I was so lucky. It was such a weird like coincidence that she was like, you should do this movie. So I was like, oh, I'm obsessed with you. So, yeah.
You're like, all right.
Yeah, somebody just tagged me in this thing saying they were looking for a gay bodybuilder actor to play opposite Kristen Stewart in a rose glass A24 movie, and I was like, okay, that sounds fun. I'm gonna do that. And then yeah, I made a PowerPoint presentation with my past bodybuilding show not footage but pictures, which I have to show Rose.
Yeah, I still never got shown that.
Yeah, nobody saw it apparently. I don't know where it went. She wants to
We've been
see
talking about it for days.
I know, I gotta find it. I found it once and then I lost it again. But anyway, yeah, and then I asked for an audition and apparently I wasted my time on the PowerPoint because no one saw it.
Here, I want to bring first up to the stage, writer-director Rose Glass. Katy O'Brien.
And boy did she deliver in this film. I love any movie that allows the audience to react out loud and has you on the edge of your seat for the whole movie. Love Lies Bleeding is out in theaters now, and I highly recommend you go check it out for yourself. Let me know what your favorite Kristen Stewart movie.
She was like this tender little like fuck off short man's complex like person that wanted to just like have a nice long hug but would be like and so and she's like a comic book character. The both of them, I feel like you could draw them and I could tell that from the script, and I don't even know if I knew that then. Honestly, this is just stuff that we fucking say because we are asked questions. And now that I'm thinking about it, that kind of is what I think. But at the time, I was just like, I want to work with her, and I think the movie is gonna be good. Yeah, I'm like, I'm so proud of this motherfucker. Because I've been making movies for a while. Yeah. And so you're always like, oh, I'm kind of like conditioned to be like, okay, well, people are gonna want to know like why though, like people will be pissed about, you know what I mean? Like but no, just do. And that's like, well, it's just fun, yeah. And her, I don't know, like ability to field the ball and like infuse her taste into all of the hectic decision making and shit. Like she's just a good director. And when I watched Saint Maud, I was like, who the fuck is that? And yeah, that's like, yeah, I was so lucky. It was such a weird like coincidence that she was like, you should do this movie. Because I was like, oh, I'm obsessed with you. So, yeah.